Out first, the man that you called Disillusion, Timur the Great.
I also called him Unchained. And so far, that's exactly what he has been. Nothing is stopping this man from reaching his goal of being the new Texas Pro Lone Star champion. Except for perhaps Izzy James. And as you see, no ropes around this ring in this Mosh Pit Mayhem match. As you can see, all the moshers right there around the ring. Look at that spread. I thought we had a spread before with the meat market, but look at that.
Timur the Great, quite the specimen.
But speaking of specimen, only one loss on his record since his return to New Texas Pro Wrestling, and that was in the hands of Brian Keith. And according to Izzy James, that loss was suffered only thanks to the interference of Timur the Great.
Timur, even going back to the days of the 8th day, had a real nasty habit of sticking his nose in business that has nothing to do with him, and nothing has changed. He has quite the hurdle to leap if he wants that Lone Star title, and one of the best to ever do it, Izzy James.
Type of match is created. And look into the eyes of the Lone Star champion, Izzy James, as they pierce deep into the body of the Wrath. Timur the Great carried around that Lone Star championship after stealing it from Izzy James in a bar fight when we were in Austin, Texas, for We Know Ball. But for real this time, Izzy James may be kissing that championship goodbye. And we are underway in Mosh Pit Mayhem.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you missed it before, the only way for this match to end is through ref stoppage. No pinfalls, no submissions, no ropes, no rules.
Big head of steam was Timur getting caught early by Izzy James. And it's turned into a hockey fight. These two have been at each other's throats for months. And Izzy James wants to prove something to Timur the Great. He wants to prove something to the world that he is one of the best. He's been calling himself the best in Texas for a very long time. And there's no bigger platform to prove it than right here at the anniversary show, right here in Baytown, right here in Mosh Pit Mayhem.
This match is not going to be a Matt Classic by any means. These two men are out for blood.
If there's even going to be a Matt by the end of this match, referee stoppage, this match can't end anywhere. There is no disqualification. This ring is surrounded by moshers who are just waiting to get their hands on one of these competitors. And it's gonna be easy, there's no ropes.
As you can see, some of these guys on the side are armed with weapons. Just a nasty slam from Timur the Great.
Big, heavy forearms from Timur the Great. And just peppering down shots on the Lone Star champion. Timur grounding Izzy James right now. Both men staying far away from the edge of this ring because who knows what is possible when either one of these men spill to the outside. Most of these gentlemen will be competing later in the Texas Contender Series Battle Royal. So they are already ready for a fight, and they might get some warm-up courtesy of either Timur the Great or Izzy James. Sean Hendricks, you've known Izzy James longer than anybody here. Whoa, we got Izzy on the outside. Have you ever seen Izzy James targeted like this? Have you ever seen Izzy James in so much potential peril?
I can't say that I have, and the man who is responsible for this, as you said, unchained, unhinged, one singular goal is to take that belt away from Izzy James. Izzy's got something in his hands.
Speaking of belts, Izzy James has a studded belt across the body of Timur the Great and across the head. Laying down lashes on the Wrath is the champion. Oh, across the face.
Oh, as you said, a heavy forearm from Timur. Those are some of the heaviest that I've ever experienced.
Those forearms may as well be hammers. Yeah, give it back. Yeah. Return the favor. As the muscularity of Timur the Great, his advantage in this match, whipping the back of Izzy James with that studded belt that Izzy introduced into the ring. There's nothing that the referee can do other than stop the match. That's the referee's only job in this contest.
Timur himself already.
Izzy James pulling out a drumstick, using that to loosen the grip of the belt, hitting it across the head.
As I was saying, a dangerous man in his own right. You give a weapon, you put a weapon in his hand, and he might be unstoppable. Izzy James choking, trying to choke the life out of Timur.
With that drumstick. And that is a low-gauge drumstick. That is a thick piece of wood.
Izzy out, no man's out.
And all of these moshers descend onto the champion right now. And it is a melee right here.
It's a mosh pit, if you will.
As the moshers breaking it up, that wall opens up as Izzy James back into the ring, looking for a bit of respite right now. As Timur the Great, he's gearing up.
And there goes Timur. And the moshers taking it to Timur the Great.
And we got some music.
Hell yeah. Super kick to Timur.
Big DDT, courtesy of the champion right now.
He held on to it.
Izzy James finding himself in the driver's seat of this contest now. Izzy James has suffered so much punishment at the hands of Timur the Great, not in this match, but over the course of the last few months. Retribution for Izzy James may not happen, as Timur the Great right now hooking up Izzy in a suplex position, but now choking the Lone Star champion. The referee can stop this match at any time.
Come on.
Izzy's starting to fight out. This Baytown crowd behind the Lone Star champion. Double stomp onto the Wrath. 2 big boot prints on that Slipknot logo. Izzy James trying to find a way. But how do you cut down this big oak?
Just has to stay on him. That moment of respite that he allowed to... Oh, he has him in a guillotine.
Huge opportunity here for Izzy James to put this one away.
Come on, Izzy.
Do you see Timur the Great quitting, Sean Hendricks?
I can never imagine him quitting. The match can only
Whoa,
end.
look at
Stop
this!
it. The strength.
Look at this display. DDT! What a reversal from Izzy James!
Peppering him with his own heavy forearms. That vulgar display of power, as I'm sure you were going to mention, stopped.
Izzy James right now looking to dispatch the former 4-time New Texas Pro Tag Team Champion, who is looking for some extra gold around his waist tonight. Izzy James going on a shorter vision quest than we have seen, courtesy of Timur the Great right now. And now both men breathing heavy as this match goes on.
Just those mere seconds of being tossed to the outside can take so much out of you. Because you have 8, 9 men just pummeling you with whatever they can find.
And straight from Folsom Prison comes Timur the Great. Is he looking out? Gets posted. Izzy James saw it coming, retaliated with the discus line. Up goes Timur the Great on the back of the champion right now. DVD planting Timur, knee to the face. But his eyes are still open. Timur the Great is still breathing.
What is it going to take to get Timur to a state in which the referee looks at him and says he can't continue?
Grapevine of the head, trying to squeeze the life out of Timur the Great, which may be the only way to win in this predicament that Izzy James set up himself. This was Izzy James's idea. He set this matchup as they both spill to the outside.
And there you go, the Moshers again taking it to him.
And the music at the Baytown Community Center comes on full blast.
And you have to imagine how many men out there has Timur spurred in his wrath that might want to get some form of retribution on him.
Timur the Great has made no friends in his career here in New Texas Pro Wrestling. And that is evident right now as Timur is looking to take it to all the Moshers, but the numbers game comes into play right now as Timur gets launched back into the ring. This has been mayhem from the jump, Sean Hendricks. And the wrist tape is coming off.
Both of these men knew this was going to be a fight. Now both of these men yearning for that fight.
Jaw-jacking between these two men. One of the most successful wrestlers in the history of New Texas Pro Wrestling, Izzy James, going toe-to-toe with a man cut out of marble, Timur the Great.
And you have to imagine Timur has to be incredibly hungry, has to try to find himself, get out of that shadow of the 8th day that he was in for so many years.
This could very well be the first singles championship.
Here we go, Dan, a fight.
This is what we all came to see. Both men in their fight position, blow for blow right now.
Timur getting the better of the exchange, swings wildly, misses, takes a brutal insecurity to the side of the head. Still standing.
Whoa, Timur the Great. Shades of the 8th day right there. But I don't think these moshers are gonna put Timur back in the ring as Izzy James right now flies! Double stomp!
Double stomp!
Unbelievable!
You've got to have 20, 30 bodies out there now.
$20-30 bodies splayed out on the front row here in the Baytown Community Center. MOSHPIT, Mayhem, New Texas 7, how about it? What a brutal encounter we have seen so far.
Izzy back to his feet, needs to capitalize, needs to keep dishing out that punishment to Timur the Great.
Izzy James commanding all the moshers to get back up.
We've got ourselves a wall forming, Dan. Here we go!
Sean Hendricks, this is the damnedest thing I have ever seen.
I've never thought I'd see a wall of death here at a wrestling event, but here we are. Izzy and Timur back in the ring.
The moshers going at it with each other.
Izzy thinking something diabolical here. That table sitting on the outside.
Izzy James eyeing up that table, which held all of those weapons that we saw used earlier in this match. And what is Izzy James? Oh my God.
Oh no.
Cleanup crew, get ready with your brooms. Because that is diabolical.
None the wiser of what's going on outside. This could be finally what Izzy needs to do to put Timur down for good. Oh no!
Spear of vengeance through the tacked table to the outside.
Referees need to get in there and see if if either of these men can continue.
Izzy James, not just the Lone Star champion, but he is broken in 2 pieces.
Timur the Great working his way back up to his feet.
So much at stake here for Izzy James. That Lone Star championship. Izzy James also the #1 contender after winning that elimination tag team warfare at Texas Indie Showcase, the lone survivor in that match. Everything has been going the way of Izzy James during this run in New Texas Pro Wrestling, but there might be a huge roadblock in the name of Timur the Great.
Izzy might have found himself up against a one-man wall of death in Timur.
Mosh is not wanting to get anywhere near this bedlam.
Signaling for the end. He's got those steel steps set up.
Power bomb time on the steps.
Come on.
Izzy James trying to fight out.
Oh, thank God.
No way, no way.
We got a pile driver!
Referees checking Timur the Great. Everybody checking in on Timur the Great right now. Pile driver on the steps.
Wait, who is this?
That's Gavin Ash.
What the hell is he doing here?
The Cowboy Way.
What is this?
The Cowboy Way making a statement here on Timur or on Izzy James. I don't think that's on behalf of Timur the Great. I think that's on behalf of one called Manders.
I know there are no rules to this match, but damn it, Dan, come on!
As the Moshers, some of them, give chase to Gavin Ash and the Cowboy Way. As I said before, Izzy James, #1 contender for that new Texas Pro World Championship, currently held by one called Manders. And Manders making his presence known in this event, in this match. Thanks to Gavin Ash and the Cowboy Way, as Timur the Great back on his feet. Timur the Great back in this ring.
Izzy back on his feet. He will not go down without a fight. Hurricane Rana!
Got him! We're gearing up right now for a sharpshooter. No! Oh my God!
I think Izzy hit his face on those ring posts.
Timur the Great taking his belt off, wrapping it around the neck of the champion Snapmare. And now Timur the Great squeezing the life out of Izzy James.
Come on, Izzy, get up! Come on, Izzy!
The breath, the life, the blood to the head. Being stricken from Izzy James.
No!
And the referee calls it. And we have a new Lone Star champion.
He did it! Son of a bitch, Dan, he didn't do it on his own.
With a little help from the Cowboy Way, this man, Timur the Great, is your new Lone Star champion.
Hard-fought battle from both men, but you have to imagine that retribution is on Izzy's mind still. But this time, it's going to be aimed at the one called Manders.
What a violent and intense display by both of these men in a one-of-a-kind match.